Hey YouTube, Vlogs by Wes here. Today we're in the garage again. Front brake rotors seem to be a little on the warped side. So I'm going to put some new rotors on there and some new brake pads. And ooh, there goes my heat. Gotta love that. So yeah, ought to be fun. It's not really like a tutorial video on how to do brake pads and rotors on the front of a vehicle. Pretty much if you know how to do it on a couple of vehicles, you can pretty much do it on anything, except for sometimes these older vehicles are a little bit different. The rule of thumb is when you're doing brakes is you generally start with whichever side is the furthest from the brake master cylinder. So in this case I'm only doing the front, so that's going to be the passenger side, so that's the side that I'm going to start with. And the first thing you want to do is you don't have to take the cap all the way off or out. You just want to open it up like that, because when I go to compress the piston and caliper, it's going to push that brake fluid up through there, and it'll push the fluid up here a little more full. So you always want the cap off, because if you don't have the cap off, I mean, you think about it, it's hydraulic pressure. You're not going to be able to compress your piston. I mean, it'll compress a little bit, but you're not going to be able to compress it as far as you need it to put new brake pads on. So once you get the wheel off, you're going to have to take these little screws out of the rotor. And of course, let's see if I can move my light over here a little bit better. It's a Honda, you're always going to run into that. Got that screw out. I was fortunate that that screw was not even tight, so I literally just put in there by hand and turned it right out. So I got lucky on that one. So the next thing you're going to want to do is take those big bolts out right there. There's one here at the top, one at the bottom. That takes your caliper off. Now with the two caliper bolts, it's going to be a 17mm. I got company. Pat's Vlogs. I got Pat Squeeze and look, and then there's Steve.
Yeah, that's what
So I got some company in the garage today. So, alright, so once you get the caliper off, if you notice, old trusty bucket here, just set your caliper on there to where it's not binding up and not pulling on your brake line there. So, next thing you do is take a rubber mallet or a no bounce hammer and get that rotor off of there and pull the brake pads out. Alright. Ha! Look at that. One hit with a no bounce. Ta-da! Alright, so get the brake pads out. Just kind of get in there and you just kind of pry them loose from the bracket with a screwdriver. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. With a pair of channel locks. It's a little harder to do this way. Ouch! Because you always crush your finger to pieces. But it works when you eventually get it. Alright, so once you get the new sliders in, once you get your brake pads in, make sure you got plenty of room in there and everything's open. And throw the rotor on.
like that.
Dumbass. There you go. Alright, so you want to match them up with that. And then you want to find your little screwy.
That a lot of people don't put back in.
Well, yeah. I mean, it helps when
Yeah.
for your
yeah, holds the rotor in place.
yeah, holds that in place real decent. Good to roll. Because I don't like squeaky parts. If you got to spit on it to keep her quiet, I don't like it. Ah, yeah, look at that. Alright, we'll find the bolts. Where we at? There they are. Right. Sometimes you got to finagle a little bit here to get it in there, but once you get it, just kind of wiggle a little bit so you can keep threading it with your hands.
Get you roll.
All back together, and there you have it. The other side is simply the exact same thing, and so we're going to go ahead and do the other side real quick, trying to make the video short and sweet, and we'll be ready for a test ride and make sure the brakes are working good. Alright, so we just did this side and got it all buttoned up. We figure since it's the same as the other side, ain't no sense in videoing that. So now, just time to clean up, and we'll take it for a little spin and make sure everything works good. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope it helps. If you never put brakes on the front of your CRV, I know this is not the best tutorial video. It's kind of hard to do that. You do the work and hold the camera at the same time. A lot of other channels have it figured out a lot better than me. I just don't know the tricks of the trade yet, I'm assuming. But that's going to wrap everything up. Hope you liked the video. I hope it helped. And we'll see you in some future videos. Yeah. I'm about to get this thing back in front of the camera, and got a whole lot of work to do to it, and a whole lot of parts to put on, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys in the next video.